Alright, I am back with the Cynabal. You know, I used to fly this ship so much in the past. The Cynabal is one of my first serious PvP cruisers alongside with the Ashmu and with the RB cover tops. Now, this Cynabal is built for a maximum possible DPS with the Barrage implant. I have plans to buy a second one that will be built for tank. So the second one will be more suitable for solo, while this one is suitable for solo and for fleet roams. Now I usually fly this ship with dual webs and one scrambler, but sometimes having that second scrambler is actually a very smart idea. It has really high DPS. Now there is still no new nanocores for this ship. I have no nanocore for the Cynabal at the moment. I thought about buying the tungsten nanocore again, but I gave up on that, so I'll just save up the Concord points for a future one, and perhaps in the next event I might get a new core for this ship. We will see what will happen. There is still a lot of things that can happen, so we will see. Okay, let's go to the first target for today. We have an Ortus. There is the Ortus, 25 kilometers away from us. Let's quickly burn to the target. They have been pointed. My job will be to scramble the target to turn off the micro drive, and the Ortus is destroyed. That was quick. The Ortus is not the tankiest ship in the game, and definitely not built to be used at close range, although you could technically make it work, but still it's very risky to use the Ortus at close range. That should be a very solid kill. We're about to go and take a look at the kill. Let me align myself, my co-op drive on. 3.5 billion, very solid loot drop. They had one aura stab, one medium booster. Well, that's a very bad medium slot layout, and they had a lot of stabs, but unfortunately they didn't have enough stabs to escape. Okay, let's go to the next target. We have one Tempest. I remember when I used to yeet my cruisers at battleships. I will do that again very soon. I have plans with the RB. Okay, there is the Tempest. Let's go and approach the target. I will orbit at 0. The Tempest should not be able to track us at that range. The Tempest has very bad tracking.
Enemy ships detected.
Okay, micro warp drive off so that I don't go outside of the 0 kilometer orbit. Scrambled web, and we are doing full damage on the Tempest. It is a tanky one. I suspect they have a full tank build because I'm not doing much damage even with Barrage on. Perhaps they even used a damage control. We will see. In any case, the Tempest is slowly going down. We have a lot of points on the Tempest, so they definitely can't warp off. Now the Tempest is into armor. Tempest now into hull.
We're under attack.
And the Tempest has been destroyed. Nice. Let's warp away.
We're being warp scrambled.
Warp drive active.
One fact that I love about the Cynabal, it's quick. This thing warps fast. It's ridiculous fast. 469 million. And this Tempest was a full tank. Okay. However, they lacked rigs, which is a little bit weird. Okay, let me align myself, micro object on. Let's wait out the criminal timer. Now, usually I don't like to go and engage Apocalypse Strikers with cruisers. We all know that the Apocalypse Striker loves cruisers, it loves to yeet them. But unfortunately in this case, I have Criminal Timer, so I can't dock and I can't take my Macarial out. So that means it's time to yeet the Cynabal at an Apocalypse Striker. I might get yeeted now, who knows. I know the Apocalypse with webs, even with beams, kills a Cynabal. I've shot down a lot of Cynabals with the Apocalypse Striker, so yeah, I'm well aware of what that thing does to cruisers. So, we are waiting for tackle, and here you can take a look at two of the prettiest ships in the game. Although the Macarial, I think the Macarial is one of the best looking battleships in the game. The Cynabal, you know, kind of, I don't know actually. I remember when I said that the Cynabal was ugly, but nowadays I kind of like the design of this ship. I kind of changed my opinion on the design. I still wish that they followed the same design as they did with the Dramiel or Macarial, but perhaps in the future they change the look of the Cynabal. I've seen some very nice sketches of the Cynabal if they followed the same design principle as with Macarial or Dramiel. It would be a very good looking ship. Well then, fingers crossed I don't die engaging this Apocalypse Striker. I will land first. Okay, there is the Apocalypse Striker. I have to go to 0 kilometers as quickly as I can because okay, I should be safe. Orbiting at 0, barrage on, gyro stabilizers also engaged. My finger on the damage control just in case, but I guess that wasn't needed. The Apocalypse Striker got destroyed. Okay, that was nice.
Warp drive
My
active.
finger was on the damage control. I was waiting to get yeeted, but that didn't happen, thankfully. If there's a ship that I don't like to engage, yeah, it's the Apocalypse Striker. That thing is, I don't know. That thing is nasty. I know that they yeet. If an Apocalypse Striker wants you dead, you will be probably dead. They had track computers, quad webs. I was lucky that that thing did not want me dead. If that Apocalypse decided that they want a Cynabal kill there, they would have probably gotten a Cynabal kill. Okay, waiting for the warp command for the next target. We have dual daredevils inside of a mission. You know, we had a lot of very interesting ship combinations. We also seen like dual Praxis battleships. You will see that in the next Macarial video, I believe. We also seen dual Balgorns, I believe, or was it dual Balgorn or was it a Balgorn and Raven Striker? I think it was a Balgorn and Raven Striker. Overall, it's nice to see teamwork. It's very nice to see teamwork in the game, and it's nice to see players working together to achieve the goal. It's what this game is all about. Okay, I was given the green command to warp. I am now warping.
Warp drive active.
Hopefully I land to catch at least one of those ships, one of these ships. Okay, there's one Daredevil warped away, second Daredevil got destroyed. Okay, it happens. I expected both of them to stay, but I was wrong. Going towards the next target.
Warp drive active.
I think we have one sniper based on the distance that I am warping at. We have a tornado. Excellent warping right at the optimal range at 0. Webbed and scrambled, and the tornado is destroyed. Nice. Let's warp out.
We're under attack.
Warp drive active.
$391 million. They're a solid sniping build. A large micro object on the tornado is really good.
Warp drive active. Warp
We
drive
have
active.
a hurricane inside of a mission. I am having some very big lag, which is not a good sign. Okay. And my... Okay. All good. For a second I thought that my micro object did not turn on. Seems like I was wrong. Orbiting at 5 kilometers, webbed and scrambled, barrage on, implant on. That's a lot of DPS. And the hurricane got destroyed. Nice, let's walk away.
We're being warp scrambled.
Or
We're
let's not
under
warp away,
attack.
hold a second. Now let's warp away.
We're
For
under
a second I
attack.
thought that I clicked on the station. That would be very hilarious if I did.
Warp drive
Let's
active.
take a look at the kill. 221 million, not bad. A DPS plus tank built on the hurricane.
Active.
Warping to the next target. Well, the next target
Warp
had a
drive
sixth
active.
sense, so they warped away. Alright, so let's go to the next one. We have... Not really sure what ship we have. Oh, okay. We had a Dramiel, but my friend was pretty quick to respond. Nice. Nice kill. Alright, let's prepare to go to the next one.
Fleet warp.
Alright, fleet warp engaged.
Warp
For
drive
some reason I
active.
have some nasty lag going on here, not really sure what's up. It's not a good sign when I have big lag in this game. I usually lose a ship when I have bad internet. Don't play Eve if you have horrible internet. That's one rule that I keep breaking every day. We have a hurricane prototype. Let's engage the ship. And, well, they warped off. They warped out. That was my mistake. I should have warped a little bit after the Vigilant. That way we would have caught the target. Next target, there is a Cynabal over here. And this time we will warp separately so that I don't mess up, because I have short range on the scramblers, while the Vigilant can have about 45 kilometer point range, which is vastly superior to the point range of a Cynabal. Okay, Cynabal has been pointed. Let's go and scramble the ship and web. That's my mission here, that's my goal. Or my role, depends how you look at things. Okay, scrambled, implant active, full DPS active, and the Cynabal got destroyed. Nice. Let's warp out.
Warp drive active.
$1.2 billion, not bad. Next we have a battlecruiser.
Warp drive active.
Let's warp. Hopefully I land at the correct distance. Okay, they have been scrambled and webbed, approaching 0. They are now into armor.
We're under attack.
Okay, I took a hit on shield, but the Harby has been destroyed. Nice, let's take a look at the kill. Oh, a B-type dropped. Okay, interesting. Haven't had a B-type drop in quite a while. And on a Harby, that's, you know, I have some questions. The Harby is not a shield tank, it's actually an armor tank battlecruiser. Pretty solid one, actually. Why would you build a Harby with a shield tank? I mean, I don't know. Let's take a look at the build. 913 million. Was pretty solid, actually. And yes, yeah, B-type medium shield booster. Oh man. Pretty expensive ship, actually. Nice. A really good catch. A really solid catch. Nice. Okay, let's go to the next target. We have one Drake lurking around. Preparing for fleet warp.
Fleet warp.
Now I usually try to warp the last with this ship, just not to mess up with the tackle, because that's how it goes usually. Okay, we have a Drake. Excellent warping. They have been pointed. I have to apply my own scrambles real quick, just in case. Now this Drake appears to be quite tanky, and I also rammed the ship. I'll orbit at about 70 kilometers, which is the optimal range. For a second I thought that this might be a difficult target, but seems like I started to do a lot of damage, so I think they have a reactive shield hardener. The reactive hardener is really helpful against a lot of
We're under attack.
weapon systems. Okay, the Drake has been destroyed. Nice. Let's warp out.
Warp drive active.
Let's take a look at the kill when I land. This Cynabal is actually very cheap. The only expensive stuff are the Gyrostabalus and the turrets. Everything else is really cheap. This Cynabal is 890 million ISK on insurance. Okay, that was a solid kill.
Warp drive active.
We have a tornado. Okay, I landed at an uncomfortable distance and I have a bad feeling about this. I think the tornado is actually using autocans. Yes, they are. Okay. Which means... And I got webbed. Not good. Out of range and webbed. And I messed up with the orbits. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll have to warp out. Let's get out of here. No damage control and no shield. I messed up big time with the...
Warp drive active.
With the approach over here. That's a autocannon tornado, and I have messed up with the orbit and I messed up with the warp. So yeah, it happens. Not a big problem. Now I have to dock and repair the ship, which will cost. The tornado was eventually destroyed, so yeah, everything was good in the end. We have another hurricane prototype. Let's try to tackle this ship.
Warp drive active.
Now this time I have an afterburner. Not really sure why, but okay. Messed up the build again, and yes, I also messed up the warping. Landed at 40 kilometers away from that ship, and that means, well, they have enough time to warp away. But we will see if they warp away. Probably will, because that's the only logical thing to do when there's a Cynabal rushing towards you. And yes, they are in warp.
We're under attack.
Oh well, it happens. I made a couple mistakes here. Again, it's okay. This is usually how I mess up when I go and tackle something. I mess up the orbits, or I mess up the build. I forget to add something, or to remove a module, you know, things like that. And honestly, that's quite hilarious. But in any case, hope that you enjoyed this little Cynabal roam. I will fly this ship a lot more often in the future, and I think I'll also fly the RB3 cover tops starting from... I think I'll probably upload a video about it throughout this or throughout next week, depends on how many targets I get with the RB. But with that being said, hope that you enjoyed. Stay safe, fly safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.